A few years back, when I was having a break in Hawaii, I called into the university there to say hello to a young Australian giant by the name of Colin Scotts. Despite the fact that his family, who live at beautiful Palm Beach in Sydney, were pretty well off, despite the fact that his financial future was probably assured without him having to play football, Big Colin, the former schoolboy rugby union star, was adamant that he was going to make it big in American football. Well, this week, after being drafted to play with the St. Louis Cardinals, Colin made his debut against the legendary Dallas Cowboys. Our John Mangos was at the game.
A new wave of religion has swept over the United States, not just the Bible belts, but all over. At Dodger Stadium, where the religion of baseball rules, hundreds of thousands turned out to see the Pope. That's him in left field. And over at the Busch Stadium in St. Louis, 50,000 turned out to see a bunch of Cardinals. This is the nation's other religion, football, and the resurrection began last weekend. At Dodger, the Pope had them chanting. Over at Busch, so did the Cardinals. The Pope had them mesmerised. So did the Cardinals. The Pope gave them hope, and so did the Cardinals. For the first time in years, they beat the high priests of the game, the Dallas Cowboys. And there was a christening, the first Australian ever to play in the NFL, wearing number 69, Colin Scotts from Palm Beach.
Low snap, White is down at the 30. Colin Scotts in on the tackle. And
playing defensive tackle, Colin's job is to impede those sinners on the other side from getting past him. It's also his job to get through this congregation and sack or dump the most saintly figure on the other team, the quarterback.
Danny White. And the Cardinals clamp down. Colin Scotts, the first Australian in the NFL on his first NFL sack.
Scott said he's going to try his famous kangaroo hop if he gets a sack today, but I said, hey, you can't do that in the NFL. It's illegal. He said, I'll tone it down and call it the crocodile yawn. Now check this out. Hop, hop, hop.
After the final siren, Colin was born again. He may not be as eloquent as the Pope, but it's delivered with the same conviction.
You've all heard of the refrigerator, mate. Well, the refrigerator can move over because this kangaroo has taken over. Woo-hoo-hoo! Unreal, mate.
That's jive for do unto others as they do unto you. Now, see how John Paul touches his flock, trying to make contact with as many as possible? Compare this. The only difference is maybe the style. Many of these disciples believe Colin will make many more Sunday services in the years to come. This is Gene Stallings. He's the Archbishop, otherwise known as head coach. He sacked the quarterback in his first game. Does that make you as a coach feel proud?
It sure does. It really does. Anytime you can sack the quarterback in any game, it's important. Yeah.
Did you expect Colin to play so well today?
Mm-hmm.
Have you got high expectations of him?
We expect him to play well. We wouldn't put him out there if we didn't think he was going to play well.
And this is Mr. Bidwell. No one knows his first name because everyone calls him Mr. Bidwell. Some call him God. He owns the team. So do you think your new recruit from Australia might have had any bearing on the decision?
I think he played very well. We're very happy he's with the Cardinals.
And has he got a great future with this team?
I think so. It's up to him.
For Colin, it's been 6 years of divine dedication to get to this point. He doesn't expect to be canonized by the Cardinals, but he does expect he'll no longer lead the life of a monk. John Mangos, reporting for Wide World of Sports.
Yep, well, I've got a confession to make. Ian Maurice, I always thought Colin Scotts was going to make it.
Yeah, no problem at all. It's good to see him do so well, isn't it? It's pretty going to be out of action if this strike goes ahead. But while we're on the subject of American sport...